Tonight is about endurance. And where I want to come from, not a lot of stories, just one of probably my favorite Bible passages of all time. It's in 2 Peter chapter 1. Now, if you're not a believer in the Bible, if you're not a Christian, that's okay. There's something here for everybody, because it's not just about what Peter was talking about there. But he talks about in that first chapter of his second letter there that God has given us everything that we need to live a life pleasing to Him, to live a life of godliness. And then he does this really cool progression of qualities that he says you need to have in your life. He says, make every effort to add to your faith goodness, to your goodness knowledge, your knowledge self-control, your self-control endurance, your endurance godliness, your godliness brotherly affection, and your brotherly affection love. I've not heard a whole lot of people teach on it this way, but what I've always, ever since the first time I read that verse and really locked into it, what I saw was a progression of qualities that build on the previous ones. You start with faith. And faith in this context, well, context of Scripture, faith is faith, but in a broader context of the endurance that I want to share with you guys, faith is that beginning excitement. That I'm going to have to start talking faster because I just saw some raindrops land on the pavement. Oh, yeah, let's start talking faster. Faith is that beginning excitement. It's new, it's exciting, it's different. I'm committed, I want to work on it. And then that initial goodness, which a lot of people, even if you're not a believer, you'll typically equate faith in God to producing someone who is a good person. And those initial changes, they come easy. Yeah, it's about to start raining, so we're going to make an adjustment, put this camera under something under the awning, and I'll be right back. And with the rain, it got dark out here. I didn't realize this awning would go out this far. That's pretty cool. I had to pull the table in a little bit, though. That's cool. That's fine. So faith is that initial excitement. It's the new thing. It's everything that is good and desirable about this, whatever new endeavor you have in mind. And then if you think about the last three qualities, the godliness, brotherly affection, and love, we're going to kind of lump those together and we're going to call those the end goal. That's the thing that I'm trying to get to. Your faith produces goodness pretty much straight away. You start changing your behavior straight away. And whenever you lock into a new idea or you lock into it's like, I want to change this thing about myself. I have a new way to try it. Like, for instance, these identity statements or something like that. It's easy to make a lot of early progress. And so then what do you do with that early progress? You start to learn more. That's the knowledge. Faith, goodness, knowledge. You start to learn more. And the more you learn about whatever it is you're wanting to change or whatever it is you're wanting to do, you then realize you have to apply that knowledge in a really disciplined way. And that's where self-control comes in. But there comes a point. There comes a point in every journey towards anything that is worth having where you know the direction you're headed. You have what you need to have. You know what you need to know. Remember from my other video. It's all right there. But you have to endure the process. You just have to. Anything that is worth having in this life The road from where you are to where that is always goes through endurance. Always. You know how I know that? Because like I said in that first video about being stuck, if it was easy, you'd already be doing it. If it was easy to have, you would already have it. If it was easy to just manifest it in your life and just snap your fingers and there you go, I have it, boom, we would have it. We get the idea, we get excited, it starts to change us a little bit, we learn more, we start to apply that. And then you hit that bad day, or that bad week, or that bad year. What are you going to do? Are you going to give up? Endurance is inevitable. Let me rephrase that. The requirement for endurance is inevitable. Whether or not you choose to actually endure, that's up to you.